Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Don't Tell Mama. As a courtesy to our performers, we ask that there be no picture taking, no texting. Please turn off all your cell phones and keep the aisles clear for performers. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. And now please welcome Bobbie Horowitz.
I'm so thrilled to see you here on Palm Sunday. I know that it's a busy Sunday. And when we were rehearsing, I gotta tell you, I had to go in there and redo my makeup. I am so thrilled with the people that are honoring and the people who are going to be singing in their honor. And this is a group that I call family. I have kidnapped many people in the cabaret industry who I adore. And one of the people recently is Anita, Hollander, so now I have a grandchild. So she has a child. And Andre, is it okay can I be your sister? Because the others are all kidnappees. Warren Shine is my son. Natasha Castillo, who's both doing the video and will be singing for us, is my cabaret baby. And Warren Shine is my cabaret. And then there's a person in this room who I'm going to be singing in his 50th birthday show on April 4th, who happens to be my son. And I'm so thrilled that you got here today. And I better go quickly because we've got to get everybody in, make sure it's all done. And the first person also is a kidnappee. The first person who's going to be singing for you is up for the best female cabaret performer this year, and she's won other awards. She is not only a fabulously trained singer, she is also a health instructor. She's a fitness instructor, a workout instructor, and she's gorgeous. Her name is Dawn Darrow, and I welcome her to the stage to honor Anita Hollander and Andre Castillo.
All right, let's get this show started. We meet and the angels sing. The angels sing the sweetest song I ever heard. You speak and the angels sing. Or is it music breathing into every word?
pleasure it is to have you. What do you have coming up? We know we have the MAC Awards.
We have the MAC Awards on Tuesday, and then on April 4th, I'm part of the campaign cabaret. It's Ride the Blue Wave. We're going to be here, and there's some fabulous singers, 6 of us, 6 women, and we're all representing a Democrat that's running for office or either running again or someone new on the ballot. But you'll learn about them and you'll hear some great singers, so I hope you can come on April 4th.
Well, April 4th, we have another little thing too.
Oh, you
That's
okay. So if you're down in Baltimore, I'm doing my show. Never mind then. Go to another one. There's going to be one every 2 months. But and then on April 8th, I'm doing my shift down in Baltimore. Yeah, and then...
If anyone hasn't seen her show, My Ships, and it's the songs of the 1941. See it.
And you can go on YouTube and just enter my name, and there's about half the show on there. So if you haven't seen it and you want to catch a little glimpse of it, just put my name and my ship, and it'll come up, so you can watch that. So.
Thank you. Oh, the American Songbook. I think if there's one way to pull the world together, I mean, we talk about it, because people are all afraid of each other because we couldn't communicate many years ago. So what are they people on that hill, But now we can communicate. And the songbook, just the music alone, just gets people's hearts and brings them in. Thank you so much, Dawn. And I want to tell you, for those who don't know what It's Just a Number means, I honor people who are over 50, and often way over 50. And we make that like it's a bad thing. I mean, would I really want to be in the first grade again? Really? With everything I had, each age is wonderful, and each age has its pros and its cons, and it's just a number. So next up here is one of my boobalas. He has played leading roles and sung in many stock and off-Broadway performances. And I'm going to do this little quote. I stole this from a post on Landmark on Main Street, which was his performance 2 years ago. For over 3 decades, Warren Shine has performed in New York's most prestigious clubs, toured throughout LA, Florida, and the tri-state area. His voiceover work includes, and you're going to know some of these, the Pillsbury Doughboy, the Lucky Charms Leprechaun, and he's had featured roles on Royal Palms, Boardwalk Empire, Saturday Night Live, and Castle. And he's appeared in films like The Stepford Wives, and Cinderella Man, and Spectre, and...
All right, we'll be here till Thursday.
And here he is, from the Borscht Belt to Don't Tell Mama, Warren Shine.
Be careful. Be careful. I don't want you to break your hip. I tell you, I was running to get here. I thought I'd be late. I had to stop in Brooklyn Heights to visit my aunt. My 87-year-old uncle passed away. Never sick one day in his life. Had to make a condolence call. And you know what, folks? When I go, I want to die just the way he did in his sleep. Not like his 3 friends who were in his car with him while he was driving. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you. You think it's easy. And he would do such crazy things, my uncle. He belonged to this Jewish community club up on the Midtown. And one afternoon he's walking down 5th Avenue with his friend. And they see a sign right in front of St. Patrick's Cathedral. Come inside, hear about becoming Catholic, learn about Catholicism, we'll give you $50. His friend says, I'm going in. My uncle says, what are you doing? He goes, you get $50. So he goes in. My uncle stays outside, sits on a bench for an hour. His friend finally comes back outside. He said, so what happened? He said, I did it. He said, you did what? I became Catholic. He said, you did? Did they give you the $50? And his friend said, is that all you people think about? No, don't be booing. You're going to be telling that joke tomorrow. Are you kidding? But I just got back from my favorite place, Boynton Beach, Florida. Oh, I love Florida. Walking out on stage, looking out at the audience, I thought I was in Madame Tussauds wax museum. Oh my goodness. And pulling into, and we have any snowbirds? You ever go down to Florida? Any of you? I know Sherry is here. She has a house in Florida. But you go down to Florida, there's no place to park your car. If you don't have a handicap sticker, there's nowhere to park. There's nowhere. So I'm playing calm ass in Boynton Beach. And I stick my head out of the stage door. I'm watching all these people park their cars in the lot. They don't want to forget where they park. So they put a little decoration on the window. A ribbon, plastic flowers, a little flag, something, you know, to remind them. And they go in the theater. I walk out, I go to every car, and I move the directions, the decorations from one car to another. And to the end of the show, I look out. I watch 500 Jews all trying to get into the same white Honda Accord. Oh my God. You think I'm kidding. It's easy. Here I am on a Sunday afternoon on 46th Street in the height of the off-season. It's the end of my career you're looking at here. My Honda's just down the block. When you leave, it's gray. Just put a stone on top of it. I would. But it is an honor to be here today. Anita, I'll tell you the truth, I didn't know who the hell you were. But where is she? The light is so bright. And where's... Oh, you're over here, hiding in the corner? That's the best you could do, Bobbie. And where's Mom? Mom is here. Where is she? Iris, you live in Cleveland, right?
Indeed.
Why?
I myself that many.
Really? Something political or the police? I don't know. But it's true. That's true. Let's all go to Cleveland. Why not? It is an honor to be here today, to perform, to make people laugh a little bit, which I thank you all for, because the Borscht Belt is not dead. It's still alive. I can promise you that. Yes, you may feel. You may feel. But it's an honor. And my relative is here today, Mr. Andre DeShields. I won't go into it, but my cousins have a lot of answering to do because they're all getting together for dinner next Friday. No one invited me.
I invited you.
That's more important. That's more important. But it's an honor for me to be here today to just proclaim how wonderful it is for everything that both of you have given the entire world. Not just the community of cabaret, but the community of Broadway, to people, to entertain, to make their hearts swell with love and joy. And in some small way, we give back a little bit to you for what you give all of us. So I thought, it's true, yes, it is true. I thought I'd like to treat you to a little Johnny Mercer, if I may. This is from my upcoming tribute to the great Mel Torme. My idol, my hero. I came from. Mr. Matthew Martin Water. I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you, come rain or come shine. High as a mountain, deep as a river, come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't you ever beg me, 'cause I'm gonna be true if you let me. You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me, come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, now won't it be fine? Well, the days may be cloudy or sunny, well, we're in or we're out of the money, but I'm with you always, I'm with you rain or Rain, bitter batter on the blade. Soon it's gonna rain, I can see it. Soon it's gonna rain, I can tell. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Raindrops keep falling, they keep on falling. I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you. Come rain or come shine, happy together, unhappy together. Now won't it be fine? The days may be cloudy or sunny, well we're in or we're out of the money, but I'm with you always. I'm with you, rain or shine, 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 shine. I'm with you always. Come rain or shine. Matthew Martin Wood, ladies and
The word pro. This is no pro. Not all of America know the name Warren Shine. And now I have a little quiz for you. In come rain or come shine, how do you spell the word shine?
God bless you all. I'm in your kid.
And Matthew Martin Ward at the piano. I was going to make a whole new version. Matthew Martin Ward is going to be singing it on it. And Matthew is such a pleasure to work with. This is all such a pleasure for me. And the reason I carry notes up with me is because it is just a number. And I look at them sometimes. But, you know, so what? It's all okay. I'm having a good time here. And I now get to have the lady who has been doing the video of this show. I put the video on YouTube and I usually let it on there about a week or so after the show so that people who couldn't get here can watch it. And our videographer also happens to be an incredible singer. And Natasha Castillo, my baby, are you here?
I'm here.
Oh, okay, baby. I couldn't see you.
I'm here.
Wonderful Natasha, who she is also one of the young ladies. She's so talented. She has so many talented aspects to her. Oh, yes. How could I forget that? Baby Natasha and I are both up for the same Mac Award. And I would be a very happy mommy if you won it.
I don't know about that. I think mommy definitely.
For best friends, see. So we'll be at the Mac Awards together. I love this girl.
I'm actually very happy to be kidnapped by because she always tells people that I was kidnapped, but it was a willing candidate.
She is so great, and she is going to be singing a song for you.
And that is for you because you're doing so much honoring everybody else, and I think somebody should sing a song.
Thank you, darling. And I do want the world to know that, and I think they're beginning to. I think I'm feeling a change in terms of age discrimination. I'm not really feeling the kind of age discrimination we had like even 2 or 3 years ago. People are now going, oh, right. Yeah. Well, I guess as people grow older, they think, hey, I'm going to be that age too. And old ages, I want to live.
I've been so many places in my lifetime. I've sung a lot of songs, I've made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my love in stages with 10,000 people watching. We're alone now and I'm singing this song for you. I know your image of me is what I hope to be. I've treated you unkindly, but darling, can't you see? There's no one more important to me. Darling, can't you please see through me? 'Cause we're alone now and I'm singing the song for you. You taught me precious secrets of a truth withholding nothing. You came out in front and I was hiding. But now I'm so much better, and if my words don't come together, listen to the melody, 'cause my love is in there hiding. I love you in a place where there's no space or time. I love you, for in my life you are a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone and I am singing the song for you. The wonderful Bobbie Horowitz. You taught me precious secrets of the truth withholding nothing. You came out in front and I was hiding. But now I'm so much better, and if my words don't come together, listen to the melody, 'cause my love is in there hiding. I love you in a place where there's no place or time. I love you, for in my life you are a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone now and I'm singing the song for you. We were alone now and I'm singing the song for you.
And I'm not blessed. I am not blessed. Thank you, Natasha. I am so thrilled to have met her. And I should let you know too that one of our honorees' families is sitting right up front, and that her mother, who is also a senior, so now I've got a new sister, came all the way from Cleveland for this show. And we're so thrilled to have you. Oh.
I'm talking to my brother.
And right now I bring a person to the stage who who you can tell that I'm going to be 78 because if I need notes to bring this person to the stage, it is very interesting. I was so blessed to give birth to David Frederick Sloan in 1968. And we wrote a little poem that David Frederick Sloan was born into this world on the 4th day of April in 1968. Father Ralph, Mommy Barbara Ellen, and Mr. David Frederick Sloan, who will be present on April 4th, and I will be singing in his 50th birthday show, which will be at the House of Yes in Brooklyn. Now, I grew up in Brooklyn and have been living in Manhattan all these years. David grew up in Manhattan, and now he's living in Williamsburg. So that's, let me see. Oh. And David is one of those human beings who just was born with a good brain and was very educated. He got into Hunter Junior High School, then Hunter High School, then he went to Cornell, and then he went to Cornell Law School. You know, his father was a rugby lawyer. But he always had music and the arts and entertainment in his creation. You just are that. David F. Sloan, Esquire.
Thank you, as we've all learned, I'm about to turn 50, and that's kind of exciting for me because there are a lot of songs that I want to sing that I just feel stupid singing too young, you know. This one by Irvin Drake in particular, you know, am I really old enough to sing this? I'm not sure, but you know, give it a go. And apparently, Irvin was young when he wrote it. I think he was like in his 30s or something. So, there we go. Maestro, please. When I was 17, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for country girls and soft summer nights. We'd hide from the lights on the village green when I was 17. When I was 21, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for city girls who lived up the stair with their perfumed hair that came undone when I was 21. I was 35. It was a very good year. It was a very good year for blue-blooded girls of independent means. We'd ride in limousines. Their chauffeurs would drive. When I was 35. shore. I'm in the autumn of the year, and I look at my life as vintage wine from fine old kegs, from the brim to the dregs. It pours sweet and clear. It was a very good year. Nice work. Thank you very much. Once again, this is a commercial announcement. My birthday is April 4th. The show is at House of Yes in Bushwick, Brooklyn. It is not only the hottest nightclub in the world right now. We've got a lot of great performers, from cabaret performers, Bobbie Horowitz, to circus performers, to Randy Jones from the Village People. It's going to be a good show. Go to houseofyes.org if you want tickets. And I'll give it back to Bobbie Horowitz.
Okay, there goes the mascara. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Yeah, and I was sitting there and I could see Edith Drake with her red hair sitting out there waiting. We were very friendly with the Drakes. And that's good music. And now, drum roll. Here is a woman who sang in my last show, who I just recently met, and I am literally getting those goosebump chills when I think of this woman and what she means to people and how she truly helps people by just being who she is. This is the wonderful Anita Hollander, who, I can say it, because she says it. People used to be, don't talk about someone, but she lost her leg to cancer in 1977, and she could have just dropped out of the planet, like so many people will do. And she decided, no, I can handle this. And she went on to not only handle it, but show other people that they can handle it. And I think that's what we're about here on this planet. I mean, I think if other planets look down at us, and we probably look like a bunch of ants or frogs, you know, running around. I mean, we're human beings, and I don't know if all the ants help all the other ants. You know, and what we're here for is to help, and she does help. Okay, what does she do? She performs, she writes, she teaches, she directs. She's been on many of the soaps. She's been in films, she's done Shakespeare. She's played major regional theaters. She's a composer lyricist. She plays the piano. She writes songs. She won a Helen Hayes Award nomination for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Musical. And is she educated? She trained at Carnegie Mellon. She did her postgraduate at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts. Plus, you sit down for this one? See, I did look you up. She does Tai Chi and Pilates. Miss Anita Hollander.
Morning fell on the floor. Got myself to stand and then bumped into the door. By the time I stubbed my toe, I couldn't take any more. But then I started to sing, and I remembered what I do it for. And here I stand. Oh yeah. You see, that's really quite a feat for me. Here I stand. Oh yeah. And there is no way I would rather be. Though I may be weary from the dusk till the dawn. When the sun comes up, my spirit goes on, and though it may not be the way that I planned, here I stand. get what you got. But when it comes down to would you live or not, that's when I began to realize I've got a lot, and here I stand. Yes, indeed, I got a heart of brain and chutzpah too. Here I stand. What I need is what I got inside to see me through. My life changed on me, and I counted to 10. Then I got back up to do it again, and though it isn't necessarily grand, here I stand. You gotta get on with it. You can't be discouraged by the things that people say. 'Cause if you believe in it, you'll keep on doing what you're doing in your own way. So tomorrow I may wake up and fall over a chair, hobble 7 blocks and miss the bus by a hair. And just when I think I haven't got a prayer, some guy grabs my purse, it starts to rain, and I don't care. 'Cause here I stand, I'm alive. It may be hard, but not enough to die. Here I stand, I can drive. I may be scared, but baby, I can try. Oh, I may be weary, but it's less of a crime when I just take life one step at a time. And maybe later I can dance with the band, but here I stand. Here I stand. And if you need a helping hand, here I stand. Here I
I'm not there.
Yeah.
I really am. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that there were people who asked when I was there, how she managed to tape her leg up so that it looked like she was only standing on one leg. Blue screen. They really asked that. And is that so? Hey man, if you can do that, you can do it. Right? Let's see. Oh, now your husband and your daughter are both Oberlin actors.
No, they're both actors.
Actors. Oh,
Not both.
oh, not both of them.
There are
Okay.
2 people.
And you were on All My Children.
Yes, and Holland was baby Molly Rose on My Children.
On
when
All
she
My
was
Children.
5 weeks old. People asked her when she started acting, and she said 5. And I go, oh, I started at 4, and she goes, 5 weeks.
It's phenomenal. And that really moved me because I was very friendly with one of the actresses on All My Children, and her name was Ruth Warwick.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to meet Ruth because when I was walking David in his stroller, it turns out we lived 2 blocks away from each other on the Upper East Side, and I'm walking David in his stroller, and she would look down, and I would go, David, that's Ruth Warwick. That's the lady from All My Children. And she said, oh, you watched that? So we became friends. And when I saw that, I was really, really, really taken. And let's see. Yeah, you've done so you've done so much. And your daughter has really taken off. And I'm so proud of what you did for her, now that you're my adopted daughter. So, she's a young performer, Holland Hamilton, and what a great name. And she studied both theater and film across the globe from Ohio to Prague to South Africa. Now that I didn't expect. And she's worked with John Kander and David Thompson and Kevin Spacey. And the Hamilton baby, who I'm kidnapping, you know, is my granddaughter. Yes. Let's see, is going to be singing a song with her mother for you. And it's from the wonderful show Baby. And the story goes on.
few words just really quickly. We weren't going to tell you that information, but anyways. This is a really special place for me, and Andre is a very special person to me. We've been friends for a long time, and he's been there for not only me, but for kids at the preschool, kids at PPAS at school, for the village temple. He's a guy who says yes, always says yes, and I love him so much, and I'm so glad that he's here. And Don't Tell Mama is the place where my husband and I said our wedding vows. Oh. 31 years ago, we wedding. And when Holland was 3 years old, she sat right in that seat right there, and she mouthed out and sang along with every song in my show. And the show that she was singing all the songs to was the show then called Here I Stand, which is the title song that I just sang. So it was premiered here in this room on this stage. So this place is really very special to me, and had a great career here with lots of great reviews. So so now we're here. I had to have my mother come. She's turning 85 in May, and this is her favorite song. So with Andre and Paul and my mom and Holland and Danny, her wonderful boyfriend, all sitting here in the same room of Don't Tell Mamas, and Cindy Meyer, I hope in the room because I love him so much because he let us have our wedding here. Now we know just being here that the story does go on. So this is the tale my mother told me, that tale that was much too dull to hold me. And this is the surge and the rush she said would show. Our story goes on. While I was young, I forgot the things outlived me. My goal was the kick that life could give me. And
When the world knows about this, we'll all be friends and get together. And I want to say that Holland is now learning arts education, and she's going to be teaching young people. She's teaching them responsibility and respect by giving them responsibility and respect. And one of the highlights of her career so far has been designing a performing arts program in Namibia, Africa, with AIDS Trust. So these are good people. Should I read through where you've appeared?
Why not?
She's appeared at the Kennedy Center, the New York Theater Workshop, Maple Mines, the Triangle Theater, American Opera Projects, Manhattan Theater Sauce, and the How Prince Music Theater. And most recently toured with American Family Theater's Ellis Island Stories. And Holland is thrilled to be back at the Playhouse this year. Now, at the Neighborhood Playhouse, these people don't do anything. I don't know, how many hours do you have in your day? Neighborhood Playhouse Junior High School. She teaches music, musician accents, dialects, fight training, acting technique, improvisation, singing. She's a rapper, she does mixed sports. That sounds so interesting. And a fitness and athletic dancer and a foreign language singer. Hello. That's this woman's story. I'm plotting. I have to write that song. And now for our final honoree, a person who is always out there for everyone else. In fact, when I asked him if I could have a photo to put on the flyer of the show, what he said was, he wanted me to be sure that I would let people know that the wonderful photo of him I've been using is by Leah Chang. He's always there for the other person and always supporting the other person. And the word that best describes Andre DeShield to me is when they say a person is beyond, because I think I get it, and then, oh my God, there's so much more. I don't know, were any of you at the Bistro?
Yeah.
Bistro Awards, and has been a friend for years, so I adore, ran these awards. And if you heard Andre DeShield there, oh my God. I had never seen so, I could almost feel the bodies raising out of the seats. No, really. And you'll have to email me to learn all he does, because I think I can only go on for about another 10 minutes. And he does so many things. In addition to writing and performing, he is a professor. Do people know that he's a professor? He is and a two-time Tony nominee, and a Drama Desk nominee, and an Emmy winner, and a multi-Audelco Award and Outer Critics Circle Award winner, and was presented at the Bistro Awards with the Bob Harrington Lifetime Achievement Award, and that means a lot to me because Bob Harrington was so helpful to me and so many people in our careers here. But he also, I have to say, helped my son and I beyond. That's when I learned what kind of person was under this man who was the Wiz and all the Broadway leading roles. That we went into different schools and taught the kids to write scenes. And we were performing arts, but then we went to schools like Cascades, which was voted to be the second most dangerous school in New York. And several of the students were older because they never really had real high school before that. So
Yes.
It didn't scare us.
they didn't what?
It didn't scare us.
It didn't scare Right. And we got the Soho Playhouse to give us their space to have the scene read from Cascades. And wonderful Andre de Shields said yes when we asked if he would read from the scenes written by these kids. And he did this for no charge. He just did this because he's a giver. And I would love to introduce our honoree, the great Broadway star, Mr. Andre de Shields. We're going to describe home by Andre de Shields.
May I use your mic? Is that all right? Thank you, Bobbie. I'm going to move around a little. Just a little. Thank you, my friends, for being here today, for all of us. When I arrived today, so many marvelous moments of serendipity began to unfold that I realized, as I know you all do, that every day we live is designed to be a blessing. It works that way. Nothing is an accident. Nothing is really random. We come together for purposes that are only positive. I say that because having sat here through this afternoon's special performances, I now know that I'm among my mishpucha. Okay? Yes, it's Bashir. I want to bring my musical director to the stage, who's also my neighbor, my sister, my inspiration, my lover. Oh, you have to forgive me. You don't know about this part. Okay. Anita, Hollander. This is also a surprise for you, Bobbie. Bobbie kept emailing me, who is your accompanist? Who is your accompanist? Right. I want to send your music to Matthew so he had a chance to practice it. It's only because we wanted to surprise you. Okay, I got one song for you. This is going to be R&B. Is that okay? Yeah. You know what R&B stands for? Somebody knows what R&B stands for.
Rhythm and blues.
Rough and black. Did you hear me say, well, oh, well, you better listen, brothers and sisters, and if you do, you will hear there are voices still calling across the years, and they are crying across the ocean, and they're crying across the land, and they will till we all come to understand. None of us are free. means it's right. We've got to reach out for our brothers, let our sisters know we're here. Gotta get that message out, send it loud and clear. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. Now I know that your salvation isn't very hard to find, but none of us can find it on our own. We gotta get ourselves together in spirit, heart, and mind, so that everyone who's suffering will know they're not alone. If you just listen to me, brothers, you will hear what I say, 'cause the world is getting smaller every day. Well, it's time to start taking action, and it's time to see the light, 'cause the truth is shining bright right before our eyes. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. Help me sing it, Iris. Come on. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. Rock the house! None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. This you can tell mama. None of us are free. None of us are free. I got it now. I got it now. I got it. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free.
This is something else. This is what it is. This is what human beings can be. And I am so proud to be a human being. Knowing you, Andre, knowing you, Anita, knowing your daughter, knowing my son, knowing everyone in this room. There are so many wonderful people in this room. I'm afraid to mention names, or I'll leave people out. Otherwise, Barbara Malley, who was in the 80s, who was gracious. Eddie Scabella, who has the recording company that records so much of the music. And the Urbans, Jack and his gorgeous wife, and I haven't seen them in so long, and we were good friends, and I'm just so happy to see everybody here, and if I left anybody out, please know it's because I can't see you. And now here's a little song that I wrote. When we started this, when I was really feeling age discrimination, and my first honoree was Alice Fisher, who has a thing called the Radical Age Movement. And there's a meeting this week, actually, and she's younger than I am, but she's trying to show the world that all ages are really valuable. crave that senior jacket. Through the long, long days of freshman year, I wondered, could I hack it? I looked up to upperclassmen, and it seemed so far away, till I'd finally be a senior and be worshipped every day, and I'd sing never a freshman again. Join me, never a freshman again. No more studying night and day. There'll be time for love and no more easy breathing. No time for easy breathing. Yeah, I finished all my teething. Never a freshman again. And then I hit those Ivy halls. Oh, thank God that I got in on. I rushed all the sororities, kept praying that I'd win 'em. As a sophomore and a junior, I kept praying for that date when I'd finally be a senior and play till I graduate, and I'd sing never a freshman again. Never a freshman again. No more studying night and day. There'll be time for loving and time for play, and never a freshman again. For years I kept on working so I could look successful. The joys were great, the pleasures grand, but many days was stressful. I feared that getting on in years would mean that I'd grow old. But I keep getting younger, at least that's what I'm told. I've learned that love is all that counts, especially loving me. And since my cells can all renew, I'm young as I can be. I think of thoughts like building up instead of breaking down. And now my life's one senior prom, and I get discounts all around town. Get my way, 'cause senior year is here to stay. Never a freshman again. Only maybe never a freshman again. Whatever physical things you may have, you're you. And the planet needs you, every single one of you. Thank you. Thank you for our witness. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Sydney.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bobbie Horowitz.
Congratulations.